Hello, this is Hard Chatter, and today the judge has granted Halle Bailey a restraining order against her child's father, rapper DDG, after she accused him of abuse dating back in January. According to the documents obtained by TMZ, Bailey claimed the incident occurred while she was handing off their son Halo to DDG. The two began discussing visitation plans, but Bailey says DDG became agitated as she was buckling Halo in the car seat, and she alleges he snapped and yelled, "Get out the car, bitch." Bailey claims they began to wrestle, and DDG pulled her hair and slammed her head up against the steering wheel, chipping her tooth. She says Halo started crying and made her anxious about letting him leave with DDG in that state. After she began crying, the physical altercation ended. But out of concern for her child, she stayed in the car for the ride to DDG's home. Once there, she hysterically told the incident to his family, who agreed to care for Halo. Bailey has detailed a weird incident in March, claiming DDG entered her home without permission, texted her a photo of her empty bed with the message, "Now I know what you've been on." She interrupted as it was accusing him of sleeping with another man. 4 days later, she says DDG came to her home again, but she refused to let Halo leave with him because he was sick. And y'all remember that. He was announcing he was sick, right? That's when DDG allegedly became verbally abusive, smashing a Ring camera and ran off with her phone. As he drove away, claims he threw the phone out of the car window and shouted, "Go get it, bitch," prompting her to file a police report. After reviewing the evidence, the judge granted Bailey a domestic violence restraining order, requiring DDG to stay at least 100 yards away from her. She was also given permission to take 18-month-year-old Halo with her to Italy for 2 months while she films a movie. Additionally, DDG has been ordered not to speak about Haley or their son on his streaming platforms. This is what happens when you mess around and find out. Okay? I think that it's sad that we are at this time and decade that we have to tell young ladies that, if a man hits you one time, he's going to hit you again. And I don't think that was the first time that they've, gotten into a spat. I think that probably was the first time it got physical. But yeah, I mean, DDG to me, he's just an attention seeking asshole. He really is. With no talent, no backbone, nothing. Okay? And then, of all things, you hit the Little Mermaid for real, dude. You are really sad. Ever since you cut your hair, you've been going crazy. You have. And I hope that she gets full custody of the baby, because that could have played out in so many different ways. We have got to stop allowing people to pass on trauma to other people. Gosh knows what that baby's going through in his head, seeing that his mama got hit. But it's all fun and games. And as far as his thing about music, he needs to stop. There is no money in music. You know what I'm saying? There is no money in music. The only way to make money in music is to go and perform. And I mean perform for the rest of your life. And that's no way to live. So what he needs to do, he needs to grow up. He really does. I saw that his mother responded in her little way. No, I'm sorry. Grow up, because you really might have messed up your chance of seeing your child ever again. And you did it to yourself, You did it to yourself. I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, ladies, when a man hits you one time, that's it, okay? That's it. Stop making the same mistakes over and over, especially when you have children, and over again, because guess what? It affects the child in the long run. And what are you gonna do about that? And now, unfortunately, we do have a kid who's scarred because of the ignorant, actions of an asshole, DDG. So until the next time, I'll be keeping an eye on this story. But until the next time, this is Hard Chatter, and I thank you so much for listening.